very special episode on Overdrive. First, let me start by wishing you all a very happy and prosperous Diwali. Now, to kickstart this very exciting festive weekend, we have the wildest side of 5 of the range-topping adventure motorcycles in India.
With their tall stance, plenty of ground clearance and exceptional seating comfort, adventure bikes have arrived and started dominating the motorcycle space across segments.
So much so that if Napoleon were alive today, he would certainly want to learn a thing or two about domination from adventure motorcycles. And especially this bunch right here, it is the epitome, it is the flagship, it stands right at the top of the pyramid, it creates the halo for its respective brands. And then it also sells dreams to the onlookers. Dreams of comfort, dreams of long distance rides, dreams of arriving to picturesque locations like these.
And they want to ride motorcycles off-road, 250 kilo motorcycles, trying to look like cross-country rally heroes.
Yeah, that too.
Are they really that good at off-road though? We will find out eventually. Oh, and that guy is Nikhil Balakrishna, one of the trainers at Big Rock Dirt Park. He is an off-road expert, as you may have guessed already, and is joined by ex-CNBC tester Areeb Sherwani and Vignesh Chandrasekharan, an old friend of Overdrive, who thinks choosing between tarmac and off-road is like choosing between a good biryani and a good pizza. It all depends on what you're craving for. And these range-topping ADVs satiate all those cravings exceptionally well. But their big engines, weight and price can make them intimidating for many.
Not everyone who buys these motorcycles will go to the trails. You will be surprised at how many of these heavyweights will never hit the trails. They will stick to tarmac. And when it comes to tarmac, the Multistrada owns it.
It's 1158 cc's of V4 goodness, coming from an engine that is aptly named Gran Turismo. It's surprisingly tractable at slow speeds, but the real party starts after 6000 RPM, and this Italian guzzles like there's no tomorrow. So range is always a concern, but it loves devouring miles, and that is an absolute joy. More so if you can afford yourself the recently launched Pikes Peak Edition with the 17-inch sports bike wheels. But despite the 19-inch front, the standard V4S also approaches winding roads as if it were a racetrack. And yes, there is a suite of racetrack-derived electronics to ensure that the fun never ends, nor does it go out of hand. Around bends, it may not feel as sharp as a Panigale, but it is the ADV that MotoGP riders would hop on if they were a part of this test. 200 kilometers an hour feels like 130 on this new Multistrada. And in a good way, this V4 feels more refined and friendly than the older 1260 or any L-twin Ducati for that matter. That said, it isn't subdued. You will be surprised at how well this hefty German can lean into corners and feel weightless doing that, even if you were to get yourself the heftier GSA. This is thanks to the mass centralization achieved by its cleverly designed chassis, the trickery of the unique suspension setup which minimizes nosedive and keeps the steering light with its slim forks, and of course the inherent balance of the Boxer twin, all of which comes together to prove that weight, just like age, is just a number if the physics are right. In the hands of even an average rider, this so-called uncle or cow bike can scrape its engine guards at the apex. While the Boxer engine doesn't restrict the cornering clearance, it certainly doesn't rev as rapidly as some of the competition. This is a motor that needs to be enjoyed in the low and the mid-range, and it's easily the most tractable motorcycle of this lot.
We're just getting started with a lot of fun. Stay with us. You're watching Overdrive.